We were putting together the marketing material, sort of the promotional material for working with groups. And one of the points that I wanted to make is that I'm going to be teaching in an open book style. And I was explaining that to somebody and they had no idea what I meant. And I realized I think I made that up as a term. So I thought I'd actually just take a minute to explain what I mean. When I went to university, occasionally we would get open book exams. And at first I thought, well, that's cheating. I mean, that's easy. You just look at the answers in the book. What's the big deal? But actually what I realized after doing a few of them is I actually knew the material better for not having to memorize it, because I studied it differently. I learned it out of interest, not because I had to try and remember it to be able to regurgitate it back later. And I love that style of learning. So what I mean by open book teaching, open book learning, is that as I teach on this program, I'm going to be an open book as much as I can. I want you to ask me, well, why did you do that? Why did you plan this? I'm actually going to do a lot of the creating of the content of the group with you as a group, so that you can see how that process unfolds, and you can see the different options that occur, and you can see the different choices I make, and I'll do my best to explain why I make the choices that I make. Now, the important bit of this isn't that you learn to work with groups the way I do. It's that you get to see how much of what makes me effective in working with groups comes in the moment. Not because of my database, not because of all my years of experience, but because of my reliance on that in-the-moment, responsive, adaptive intelligence that we all have, that when we learn to connect it up to a group of people, whether in the role of leader or facilitator or teacher, the stuff that comes out of us, the stuff that comes into the group is so much more relevant and so much deeper than anything you can prepare at home. So I hope you'll come along, and I hope you'll make use of the interactivity, whether you're live or virtual. One of the things we're going to do is I'm actually going to work with the virtual group in front of the live group so that they can ask about how I'm making the decisions about who I talk to and how far I let somebody go in a group, because I know more and more people are doing online groups. But for the online group, you're going to also get to ask about why I'm doing the things that I'm doing with the live group. So whichever way you come join me, I hope you will come join me, and I'm looking forward to being as much of an open book as I can.